Welcome back to my studios. In this video, I want to take a look at 3 brown inks and 1 gray ink. So I'm not going to need to dye my beard because my beard already matches those colors. The 3 browns that I want to look at are Pelikan Brilliant Brown, Diamine Sepia, and we'll look at, forgive my pronunciation, Herbin d'été. I think that's how it's said. D'été. D'été. For the gray ink, we're going to look at Diamine's Earl Grey. So let's do some test swatches on these and see how they write, see how they look. So these are the 4 inks we're going to look at. We have Herbin d'été, Pelikan Brilliant Brown, Diamine Sepia, and Diamine Earl Grey. We'll leave the gray to the last. So let's start with the sepia. We'll get a little swatch of it here. And we'll get my dip pen. Next, we'll do the Pelikan Brilliant Brown. Next, we'll try the Herbin d'été. And finally, we'll try the Diamine Earl Grey. So when I started to record this video, from this point on, everything fell apart, and I'll show you a few clips of that. So as I mentioned, I started this video quite a while ago, and when I was doing the writing samples with the broad nib, I got very frustrated because the nib was so wet at the beginning, it was dripping ink. Even if I drained it on the side of the bottle, the nib would just blob at the beginning of whatever I was trying to write, and then one letter later be dry or almost completely dry. It was a mess, and it was barely legible. It was totally unusable in the video. It really showed nothing of the ink qualities or its suitability for writing. Being a visual artist, I love to wander through art supply stores any chance I get. 6 or 7 weeks ago, I was in one of my favorite art stores, and I spotted their speedball nibs. Lo and behold, they had some designed for writing. I bought a pair, and I tried them out. They worked so much better than the ones that came with my Amazon dip pen. So, here we go with the broad nib samples. So let's try this nib out and see how it works. So let's start with the Diamine Sepia. Next, we'll do the Pelikan Brilliant Brown. Next, we'll do Herbin Lead d'été. And last, we have the Diamine Earl Grey. So there you have 3 interesting brown inks. I've been using all of these inks for a while now in various pens and enjoying them all. Personally, I find the Diamine Sepia a little pale and a little orangey for my taste. The Lis d'été is better, but it's still a little pale. The color's better, but personally I like something a little darker. And I find that the Brilliant Brown, the Pelikan Brilliant Brown, is my preference. I enjoy this ink a lot, and I use it a lot more than the other 2. The Diamine Earl Grey, on the other hand, is an interesting ink all on its own. I tend to use this more when I don't really want a lot of color, but I don't want to go to black. Situations like that, I really enjoy the Earl Grey, and it looks really interesting on the page. So, which one of these inks is your preference? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Once again, I apologize for the lengthy delay between releasing videos. Life just sometimes gets in the way. I aim to release a new video about once a month. So, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Love to hear your comments. As always, like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Take care of each other. And see you in the next video.